I don't believe what you'll be looking at is more important than what I have to say. So I choose to give you a focal point of vision as I go through this focal point of thought. Okay? Now, as developing the idea of being an offspring to my parents, I also recognize that what they built was something for them. And because I inherited it, the ability to not have to recognize the struggle. Not really recognize it, of it being more bitter than sweet. Although neither one tells the tale of poverty and equality. But be that as it may, something that ran across my mind was when you hear parents or when you hear people talk about their past, sometimes you gotta watch how that sounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? A person could be telling you about their past, but they're telling you like a traumatizing experience. Like they took their past as a traumatizing experience, even though they're just telling you what happened. But if you listen, you'll hear whether or not they're telling you what happened or they're telling you how terrified they was during the process of growing up. And I think I come to the realization that I may have been raised by refugees. What do you mean by that? Recognize of whether or not the person that raised you is a refugee. Like if they were running away from something, they were just trying to escape something. Like they didn't have an idea set upon like what could happen in the future. They just knew that they didn't want a repeat of the past. So, or something that they've already gone through. So at times that makes a person seem like a refugee when they're destitute on telling you what they're not going to go through. I'm not going to go through that. I'm not going to go through this. I'm not going to hear that again. I'm not going to let somebody do me like that again. I'm not going to have to deal with that again. I don't want to have to deal with that again. I understand, but I don't care. I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that, because one thing I know is I don't want to be nowhere near that area. I don't want to be nowhere near it. You don't even care.